Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dear Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and really any placement you might have. This is going to be your Mercury retrograde reading. Now, Mercury is going retrograde on the 18th and it falls on the fixed star of Sirius, which holds the energy of Isis. We're going to be in this energy until July 12th. Sirius is one of the biggest and the brightest stars, if not the brightest star in the sky. And it's a star of wealth, abundance, passion, resentment, and honor. So when going back to resentment, remember we are entering Mercury retrograde, so be really careful about how you're communicating and the way that you're coming off, that you say what you mean what you say, because you know there's a lot of miscommunication with this energy. When Sirius connects with Mercury retrograde, it can really help us make decisions that lead us on a path towards abundance. So that is, you know, yummy and delicious energy for us. So what I'm going to do is a little bit different than usual, you guys. I just got in my Isis Oracle, so it's a perfect sign to do these readings. And these are by Alana Fairchild, so I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to pull some tarot and some additional oracle cards for you. All right, so let's go ahead and see Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any placement really. What messages does the Isis Oracle, what messages do we have for my dear Pisces for Mercury in retrograde? You guys get scales of balance. Ooh, so Mercury retrograde bringing you some balance, ancient tantra of the soul. Pisces. Might be a bit of a fun Mercury retrograde for you guys. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read from the book just because these are brand new cards. And yeah, I don't want you to miss any of the messages. So this is Ancient Tantra of the Soul. You are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of beloved Isis. You are in the process of sacred relationship healing of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within your own soul. So this is interesting. I was just talking about this in my other readings. I can't remember which one. It was either Scorpio or Pisces or Cancer, about the necessity of balancing the feminine and the masculine within. That's essential before you can bring in union, like your true union, into your life. So for those of you who are interested, you know, in sort of the more romantic aspects, that's why it's so important to do your internal work first, okay? This is the advanced spiritual path of Tantra. It's the connection of the body and the soul. The effect of this inner divine relationship healing is genuine enlightenment of the mind and the body. The body becomes a living sacred temple of light, energy, and wild aliveness. This embodiment can be experienced in movement, in deep stillness, in vitality, and in quietness. Ooh, Pisces. So you guys have some... This is going to be interesting. I really pick up with the scales here as well. Libra energy. So you might be dealing with a Libra, or you might have Libra in your chart or exhibiting those qualities. Also, you know, remember Libra rules Venus. Or sorry, Venus rules Libra rather. Get it right. And Venus has been in retrograde, but will be coming out, going direct shortly. All right, so it could have brought back a past lover or situation that also needed to be healed for you. All right, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages we've got for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces and balance. You guys are coming out as the sun. Beautiful. In your surroundings, you have the Hierophant. Could be marriage, could be a contract. You also have the moon, Pisces energy coming through. And then you get the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is clarity. So something that has been kept from you is going to become very clear during Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Beautiful energy. This is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Again, some of you are definitely dealing with a Libra or have that in your chart, but explicitly it's Saturn in Libra. And I love to see this card in the reverse because it means healing. It means releasing some sort of sadness and some sort of sorrow. Swords can be it can go back to the original trine, the mother, the father, the child, but it can also go back into previous lives. So really healing and balancing the masculine and feminine within, and then also in your relationships, anything that brought you heartbreak, disappointment, or grief. So you guys are showing up here as the Sun card. Gorgeous. Remember I said at the beginning, it might be in that Leo reading. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, the Leo reading was interesting as well. But you guys are showing up as the divine masculine here. So for some of you, this will speak to the relationship that you have with divine feminine, whether it's in the 3D or if it's in the 5D. But for others of you, you're sitting very strong in your masculine energy, and so you might need the feminine to come in and balance out. Okay, that's just, yeah, sorry, I'm like stumbling over this. The Sun card is about happiness. It's about optimism. You have Neptune retrograding in Pisces, so you might want to check out and see what that's doing exactly for you and your chart. But Pisces energy is definitely going to be affected by it. And the Sun is, it's the happiest card in the deck. So I see my Pisces is doing really pretty well. In your surroundings, you have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, and then you also have Pisces energy. And for me as a reader, it can be Cancer, it can even be Scorpio. But the beauty of this card, the Hierophant is about marriage, but it can also be about doctrine. It can be about higher learning. It can be about large institutions, organizations, governments, that sort of thing. But the Hierophant card can also represent a contract, and it can represent your spiritual journey and your spirituality. Okay, so something here that is not only in the 3D, but also in the 5D, that spirituality, maybe that healing. Maybe some of you are coming into union in the dream space or in the 5D. Okay, and for healing, a lot of that, when we're meeting people, even people we don't realize, and especially if you guys have had any sort of intimate dreams, there can be some healing taking place. And remember, during Mercury retrograde and even this sort of tail end of Venus retrograde, you may have people coming back into your life for healing and closure so that you can move forward. Okay, it may be a little bit confusing for you, but this is your energy. This is your dream state. This is also remembering that there's, the landscape underneath the light of the moon can be so different than when the sun is out. And I am so blind because now I'm seeing divine masculine, divine feminine. We have this black pyramid, we have this white pyramid, we have the black ibis, I think this is. Am I right? Is this dog called the ibis? I don't remember. I think that's but we have the black dog and the white dog. Okay, so we have all of this duality, all of this balance that's coming through here, Pisces. This is phenomenal. This is going to be phenomenal for you. And remember, this energy of Sirius and this energy of Isis falling on a Mercury retrograde is really going to help us with our success. So if I go back to, our introduction, when Sirius connects with Mercury retrograde, it can help us make decisions that lead us on a path towards abundance. That abundance, that can be this balance, that can be love, that can be, material wealth. It can be, it can be rest. It can be many different things. And the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is a card of old crimes. This is, really sort of figuring out, what was taking from you, something that may have been, taking your time, your energy, your love and your resources and leaving that behind. And this Mercury retrograde, really has us assess our feelings and situations and relationships. It's not a time of moving forward. It's a time of pulling back and assessing and seeing what doesn't work for you anymore. And this is gonna really help you heal something, a relationship. They could be childhood wounds. It could even be going further back into your past lives. All right, Pisces, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a numerology card for you, see what additional messages we've got. Yep, karmic completion. For some of you, this was a relationship. This was karma, and clearing this and doing this balance. This is this unity consciousness. And for some of you, this is going to call in your true soulmate or your true twin flame. But you're releasing these karmic contracts. You've completed them. Okay, so some of you might be a little bit heartbroken, going through a breakup, but Spirit's saying, hey, this is all for the best. Okay, this is all for your betterment, Pisces. Okay, and then you get spirituality. Yeah, so you guys are definitely finding solace in your spirituality. For some of you, this was a marriage that's come to an end. For others of you, this spirituality is resting here on the Hierophant card. Okay, that through spirituality, you find this healing. And you may be turning away from doctrine because, there's certain schools of belief, that doctrine, like set religions with lots of rules, are for the everyday person. But getting into that Hanged Man energy, that Neptunian energy, that Piscean energy, and really through experience and through inner wisdom and through contemplation, that's where your spirituality begins. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from, this is a beautiful deck, Angels and Ancestors. So let's get some additional messages for the collective, for my Pisces, my fish collective, my school of fish out there that are watching. Additional messages. You get the Hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. Yeah, definitely. What is it that you really want? This is going to come very clear to you, Pisces. The Hunter energy is also, it's about really setting your sights on what is needed right now. Okay, and right now something needs to come to an end or is coming to an end, and seeing this big picture, see this abundance with this Hunter, with the horns, this is like very Aries energy, sort of like Emperor type energy, and then this sort of, I'm getting Cernunnos, devil energy as well, Capricornian energy, but really, doing that shadow work, working through your fears, figuring out what it is you really desire, and this balance, this is going to bring you balance, Pisces. You're stepping into the true, authentic you, that sort of, that visceral you. All right, and then we get High Priest. Intend and create. I love that. So this is beautiful coming out next to the Hierophant card, because we often think of the High Priestess as using your intuition, but I'm getting there's a lot of masculine energy here. And Pisces, you guys are coming out as the Sun card, as the divine masculine, High Priest and the Hunter. You guys have your sights set on something, or it may be someone, and you need to wrap something up. You need to heal something before that can happen. All right, this Three of Swords energy, gorgeous. Look at that. Underneath that, we have the Two of Cups. This is some sort of breakup, some sort of relationship, some sort of separation, some sort of imbalance between the masculine and the feminine. But then underneath that, we get the Four of Wands. That's my 1111 card, my twin flame. So something here is out of balance. As soon as that balance is struck, boom, Four of Wands, another marriage contract, something that's really, that fits and resonates with your authenticity. And this is going to be, I think it's more of a result of your healing, although it can bring some healing. And for some of you, this is all of the work that you're doing in the, in the spiritual realms. It's not a lot to do with the 3D, but some of you may be calling in a partner, have your sights set on someone, or something, and doing that shadow work, you guys. Like, this is powerful, powerful healing. High Priest, some of you guys are other readers and healers, but again, I'm really picking up on you being sitting in that masculine energy. So if this is about your internal world, really focusing on how you can step up that feminine energy to to balance and to be more emotional and that sort of thing. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. Most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.